Sagittarius, this is your you versus them reading. It's oh my god tarot. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We're just gonna shuffle on your theme cards. Life livers. Life livers, you Sagittarius. So wise. Like, honestly, they spit some like real reality truths and they don't even know it. They just do it so casually. Playfulness. That's your first theme card. Yeah, sometimes you need to recapture that. You know, that's what you guys are good at. You have that youthfulness to you no matter what age you are. You're looking about 10 years younger than that. Healing family issues. Okay. You versus them might have stirred some controversy at home in the family. Now you're calling in your soulmate. I love it. I love it, but let's take a closer look. Okay, so playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So, I mean, if you have to recapture, you know, romance, I would wonder if you're a little jaded from the past. Perhaps some of you have gone on a dry spell and you forgot who you are, you know. When you're in love, you're all happy and wanting to do things, and, you know, you used to be someone completely different. Who you are now, it's like you're in a time of, I guess, transition or something, but you've fallen off on the things that used to make you so playful. Like, some of you like sports and now you're just whatever, and, you know, but I think that it's because, rightfully so, you've been occupied by other things. But just remember to recapture that playfulness and those little things that make you happy that aren't necessarily prioritized at the moment, but, you know, you always got to prioritize fun when you're working too hard or just doing other things, like, you know. Then you have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Some of you hold resentment to your parents, and it like indirectly affects you in your relationships because you have these beliefs about people. You know, a lot of it is the people, you meet a partner, and when you want the commitment, you want structure, and your idea of structure is what you see from your parents. So if you want the opposite of what you've seen from your parents, but you approach relationships thinking you're gonna leave, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Like, these are all these things that are up in the air that someone may or may not do, but because they have different past lives and lives, they have a different past, and their thoughts may not default to whatever it is you're scared of, and you might throw it into the orbit of your relationship and not even know it. So just think about your family, your past family issues, or any beliefs that you may have that are hurting you in relationships. Then calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So it feels like you're just really, it's been a time, an incubating time of what you really want in a partner. You've had so many experiences in the past and you've approached things in different ways, and now you're kind of like, as the other things ease up and work is going well and your home life is going well or whatever, you start to want the companionship element of your relationship. So let's get into the spread. This is the you versus them spread. Let's go. Right. And we're all shuffled up. This is you. This is them. You. Them. You. Them. Okay, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty kind. You have the Four of Wands. That's your first card. And the Four of Wands is a very strong connection to your passion and your alignment, but it's also a Twin Flames card where there's like this serenity, and I see the figure 8, like there's just this ebb and flow of your relationship with somebody else that just meshes so well. Somebody that arrives divinely and they mean things that you've never thought you could think before. Do you know what I mean? Like, they take you to a new world, but it's an inner world, or even an outer world, but like an inner world. They take you places you've never been emotionally and spiritually. And this person ignites your passion and makes you feel more you in the sense of your ego. Like, they like a hype man for a rapper. They're like, yeah, like somebody who's like reaffirming that you're killing it and like boosting you and giving you confidence, and It's like a normal thing. It's like that's the ebb and flow of this relationship. That's your approach to relationships now. You want somebody who really means something, somebody who really connects with you on a spiritual and physical, but more like ego and your vitality type level. Like you actually want to do things together. They inspire you to do things, like go out more or work out, or like they help with that inspiration. And then you have the hard work, so you're willing to work. Like this is crazy. Like you're willing to work on relationships. You're willing to share your life and create a connection that is unbreakable and fosters a foundation of a good life. And you're willing to do the work. You're focused on your work. And you might be a little too focused on your work because, you know, that's what like highlights this absence of a relationship when you go home. But some of you are hyper focused on improving yourself or your work life or your home life. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which means things will change. Things will move positively in a direction when you decide to focus on it wholeheartedly, or you give it as much attention as it needs to actually start to shift. So your energy is almost really positive and I guess playful about the scenario. And you can find the positive and the good because you're an easygoing sign. And you're a very optimistic sign, you know. And then so we have them. So them, they're wanting to reach out to you. They're wanting to communicate with you. You have the Eight of Wands here, but in reverse. It's like they want to communicate, but they're blocked. Or they want to travel to see you. They want to make a gesture to come towards you, but there's some reason they can't. Or it's delayed, or they're not doing it, but they want to. They want to share their life with you. They want to take care of you, or they at least want to be in a position to be. Perhaps they're not, but something, again, blocking them from being that person, or that's a highlight to them that they want to be able to share a structured and stable life and together, but they just can't be that person, or they aren't that person, or there's just something preventing them from sharing that with you, right? So they're really feeling like they have a lot to be grateful for, but they feel emotionally stagnant. So it feels like they are in a place where they're just kind of wanting to reach out and wanting to be with you, or wanting to reconnect, and wanting to share. That's the most important, right? Like wanting to share with you, and from a place of, I have this going well, I would love to share, like have a companion and experience life together. And they're like thinking about those things and those intrinsic values to life. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is like, that's probably what they're sitting there in stagnation thinking about. Like not failing to see what they should be grateful for that's in front of them. They can't stop thinking about this emotional, spiritual connection. And I think it's to you. So I think that this playfulness, this healing family issues, calling in your soulmate, it's like all these things working in the background energetically for you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you really just have to sit back and relax and watch Jupiter at work. This card's associated with Jupiter, which is a planet that is about luck, growth, and expansion. So for some of you, this twin flame connection is stronger than anything that's happened. You know, you've been working hard, focusing on yourself, focusing on your performance, whether that be physically or at work, you know, whatever it is that is about your reputation. You're working really hard, and you know the tides are about to change. You're lucky. Perhaps you've been the one that's been like, this is a twin flame connection. That you're my spirit, you're my soulmate, you're my whatever, and you were fighting for the relationship or willing to work so hard, but it was let go. And perhaps other people, like, you know, they're coming towards you and they want to share, and they just are just thinking about you so much. But this could also be a them of like a new person or whatever. But like it's just like calling in your soulmate. And your soulmate is trying to reach out to you and share with you. And I think that this is just highlighting where the other person's at before they come to you as your soulmate. Like they're wanting the same thing as you. If it's not like your ex trying to reach out with a message or something, it's like somebody out there that's reaching out for the same thing that you're reaching out for, but they can't get to you yet. You know, that's how energy works. You've seen those movies, those strange movies where you have to travel to a place. That Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves movie, I can't remember what it's called. But they travel to the same place, but they're in different times of life. It's weird. But anyway, so there it is. There's your you versus them reading. I hope it was helpful to you guys. And wow, look at me. No fly attacks, no disruptions or anything weird. I've matured. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!